Today, 27th of December, year 2011, on Tuesday. So, half of our retreat, practicing our mind with the object according to the Buddha's teaching as a Dhamma, Satipatthana, Vipassanā meditation. We must know what we are doing. Satipatthana, that is mindfulness, 4 foundations of mindfulness. Vipassanā, Anicca akarena vividam passatiti. Vipassanā, that is Vipassanā, they are mentioned in Pali. Anicca akarena, anicca adi akara. Anicca means impermanent, adi means suffering and non-self. Akara means action. This character, with this character, vividam passatiti. Vividam means especially pay attention very carefully. Passati is seeing. Seeing means here not see by eye, see by wisdom. So after see, you can understand like that. That is called Vipassanā. People may say, what is a Vipassanā? Vipassanā is we seeing the reality as natural as they are. But not yet reached to the anicca akarena, that means not yet Vipassanā. We must see, arise, pass away, changing, impermanency. That is. Now, our yogi 5 days, majority, when we interview time, I ask, how you note? What is arise? How you note? Let's say, pain. How you note pain, you note. So, unpleasurable sensation arise as a pain. So it is arising. When we note pain. How is that? Oh, it's changing. Some they say disappear, pass away, no more, come back to the. That is really what we can see. Changing, it is real, not permanent already. Correct? We can say that you reach to that arising and passing away. We can see arising and passing away. Then we can know it is impermanent. But for a while only. We need to develop that momentary wisdom. Because moment by moment we concentrate, we see, that momentary concentration we develop, become a constant, deeply to understand of these characteristics. One characteristic, if you can see clearly, all we can see one. Why? If you see impermanent thing is not happiness, always suffer one. In daily life also, permanent thing is what we think is a limited permanent. we can say. We cannot see movement by movement impermanent, changing. But they have covered by gana. Gana means a solid process. We have santati gana, khana, santati, adda. Khana means movement, but difficult to see in our daily life. How we can see is one process finish only, we can know, or it is changing, permanent. For example, we make outside the color. Each color we paint, very beautiful, new one. After 1 year, you see the color will change. That is 1 year process. It's change every day is change one. But we can notice until so long time only we can see, oh, it's changing like that. Before that, we think of, oh, very beautiful, it is permanent. Because we cannot see movement by movement changing. That is concentration, because of concentration. Now, we concentrate, whatever it is. So, everything is come and go. Itchy, tension, pain, even though rising and falling also, part by part, bit by bit, is changing. Keep on changing. Then, with mindfulness only we can make clear. That is why the Buddha always mentioned, Apamadena Sampadena. Be mindful not to forget. Constant mindfulness is apamada. Pamada means forget. When we forget, if really we can say maybe a bit roots. Mada omade. Mada means forget. The person who forget the same as crazy. Fool, they say. Foolish. Become a foolish. Sometimes in our mind we want to do something. For a while our mind slip, we forget. For example, from upstairs to go downstairs. We go want to do something. When you reach downstairs, have to think back there. What I have to do, come here. Got that experience or not in our life? Sometimes slip in our mind. That is called mindfulness. If you get constant mindfulness, everything is we can see clearly. That is Vipassanā. At home also can do. In office, wherever the mindfulness is very important. Sati, that is called in Pali. So, sati, the characteristic of the sati, the characteristics of the mindfulness. Sati apila pana lakhana, pagahana lakhana. They have two characteristics. Apila pana lakhana means it cannot floating. Pila pana means floating. Apila pana, never floating. Floating means, for example, like balloon. Balloon is you put on the surface of the water. That is cannot stable. The wind blow here, that fellow flow. Wind blow that side, they go that side. Always he cannot get. That is no sati. That is a floating. Sati is never flow. Never flow means like stone. The stone you put on the surface of the water. They cannot flow here and there. Directly, they go down to the bottom of the water. Straight away, touching to the bottom. Very firm, they can go in, can get. That is the mindfulness. The person who have mindfulness, they are very firm the object. You cannot floating here and there. If you are floating here and there, that means our mindfulness is not matured. That's why it's always yogi we remind, not floating. Must make sure, have to catch the object and put effort because of this. So another character is Pagahana. Pagahana means the person who have mindfulness, they are lift up yourself. Surely got self-confidence. Because you are very firm, then you have self-confidence. Because of mindfulness, lift up, got some sort of confidence. That is characteristics of the mindfulness. What it is? Function. The function is, in Pali, asammosanaya ratha. Asammosana means, sammosana means blur, forget. Asammosana means cannot forget one, never forget. Very firm what you are doing one. That is sati job, sati function. During the Buddha's time, Ananda, everybody heard about this Reverend Ananda. He can recite all the Tipitaka, never forget, firmly because of sati. His mindfulness. Very strong mindfulness. Whatever Buddha give talk, he memorized, never forget. Like that out of. That is sati function. Its appearance, Pachupatthana. Pachupatthana is how do we know is sati is. There is appearance. There is arakha Pachupatthana. Arakha Pachupatthana, it can take care of our life. How it is take care? Arakha means take care. So, sati, if the person who have mindfulness, this mindfulness take care of whatever we are doing, not wrong, cannot make mistake. Very firm, very clear of what you are doing. Nobody in this world, nobody want to commit the mistake purposely. That is why if you have sati, that sati take care of your life, you never wrong. Many things is we got problem in our life because of lack of the mindfulness. For example, car accident. Because of the lack of the mindfulness. When you fall down, lack of the mindfulness. Sometimes we not mindful, knock to the stone, our leg broken, the blood come out. Also You have mindfulness, everything is taken care by this mindfulness. That is why we feel its appearance is arakha pijupata. That is, take care of our life. What we feel. Everybody. It's approximate cause of sati. Approximate cause of it is Thira Sanya Padatta. Thira Sanya means Thira is very firm, Sanya is perception. Perception, perceive very firm, then the sati will arise. That is why what we ask to note is you firmly, if you note, then your perception firm, then sati continuously if you can get. Kayadi satipatthana. Kayadi means is kaya nupassana, vedana nupassana, citta nupassana, dhamma nupassana. That is cultivating the cause of sati. This sati is leads to the nibbana. That is why now we are practicing this sati according to the satipatthana, contemplating to our body, that is kaya nupassana. Contemplating to our feeling, many sensations, rising, falling on the body also, we feel with the movement of sensation. That is, not really seeing. We feel how it is rise, how it is fall. Very obvious sensation is pain. Some yogi, they got tension, tense, also itchy, stiffness, all are based on the feeling. Based on the feeling on our body. That's kaya nupassana and vedana nupassana together. So, sometimes we think, we note the thinking. Think is with the mind. Without mind, we cannot think. Whatever planning, imaging, all the thing is citta, based on the citta, on our mind. Also, we can say restless, got doubts, also slop and torpor. All are come from the mind one. That is why we contemplate on the mind also. By mindfulness, we can get the benefits of the citta nupassana. Citta nupassana means is contemplating on our mind. Also, here, dhamma nupassana, easy to understand, is whatever we are seeing, whatever we are hearing, whatever we are smelling, tasting, touching. These 5 sense door, all are dhamma nupassana. That is why we give the instruction on the first day, whatever you are seeing, must note seeing. Whatever we are hearing, must note hearing. Don't care about what sound is that. Go to the reality. For example, you seeing visible object. That is the reality. If you cannot reach to the visible object, in our mind, the concept take over. Wow, this lady beautiful. This scenery is what? All that is a concept. So, what we can see is only visible object. Something like that. That visible object cannot see by ear. We can say, ear can take the sound object. Nose can take the smell. Good or bad, doesn't matter. Reality is there. Tongue only can take the taste. Body, we can touch. Touching, good or bad is make us, good or bad is come from the concept, make us, defilement will arise. Why? For example, if you see very beautiful, if you lack of noting, seeing, if you not note, if you lack of note, you without noting, when you see that object is very beautiful, in your mind, you like it. If you like, that means greed arises. After greed is unwholesome. It's akusala. So when the visible object is, if you don't like, very ugly, let's say the person who quarrel with you, you see that person, straight away, why that person come to here? Come and disturb to our what? Then come out the anger, come out. Yogi have to avoid this greed, hatred, delusion. Because we have to note. When you note, seeing. Don't see is male or female or beautiful or ugly or whatever. I see visible object. Enough already. Stop. Pay attention. And we can understand when we got seeing or light. Because of light, we can see. If no light, I cannot see. Or because of object, I can see. If no visible object, I cannot see. Because of eye base, I can see. No eye base, I cannot see. It's the blind person who cannot see. Because of contact. Contact means the object and your mind is, nothing is covered in front, then only can get the contact. Say in Pali is a phassa. So then only we can see. Many causes, also manasikara, you have to pay attention, only we can see. Many causes to get one seeing consciousness. Then we just note seeing, then greed, hatred, delusion cannot arise to our mind. That is only just seeing and stop, hearing and stop, tasting and stop, smelling and stop. They cannot prolong. After you greed, then prolong, want to get. Many things is, if legally can get, not bad. Sometimes is illegal. We want to get, that has got a problem already. That is why yogi, to avoid all these kind of defilement, lobha, dosa, moha, because of that we give the instruction. Whatever you see, just note seeing. Whatever we hear, just note hearing. Don't think of what sound is that, how disturb to me, some sort like that. If you're thinking, gone already. Just hearing. Okay, the sound object, reality. That type of condition, without concentration, enough, cannot get one. Our mind used to go to the concept. Is the concentration built up? For example, now is our yogi, we can say very short time practicing. Concentration is not very strong enough. About 1 month, about 1.5 months, if you train your mind like that, very clear of whatever you see, nothing already for you. Just seeing. Whatever you hear, also hearing. Nothing disturbed to us already. That is based on concentration. Concentration also without mindfulness is cannot. There's mindfulness and concentration strong enough already, then many Vipassanā knowledge, Vipassanā jnana, understanding. That understanding will appear. That is called wisdom. Tonight, I think enough with Dhammadesana to stop here. So may you all be able to try hard to reach the firm mindfulness, appamada, and can get the benefits